You know, I believe it was last year, I believe last summer, maybe I'm a little bit off, when I reviewed Dark Harvest 2 and 3. And I said, you know, I need to go get the first one, I need to do a review on that. Well, it's been a long time. And it's been a long time since I actually got this and watched it. But nonetheless, finally, and I'm sure you've been waiting on it, Dark Harvest, the original. And if you're keeping score at home, the Scarecrow, still not in the movie. But, you know, oh well, right? So the plot of this one, which by the way, this is taking us all the way back to the glory day of 2003. I was 1 year out of high school when this came out. Uh, Directed by Paul Moore. So when it opens up, we see this crazy guy on the farm, and you know he's kind of doing some weird stuff. I don't want to spoil it, but you kind of see some stuff he was doing in the past, and then all of a sudden you flash forward to modern times, or at least modern times for when this come out, and this guy is getting this property handed over to him. Like all of his relatives are dead, and he gets this property. So he gathers all of his friends, which are probably the most unlikable bunch of people you're ever going to see. But then again, it's a slasher, so but nonetheless, you don't care about these people, and they go to the farmhouse and they get drunk and they smoke pot and they I believe they eat pizza, which pizza's not bad, and they just annoy the hell out of you for the most part. And then slowly but surely, scarecrows, not one scarecrow, but more than one scarecrow, show up and start picking these people off. And it's kind of got its moments in the fact that it's so funny that it's, you know, or it's so bad that it's funny. That's like the only time that this one really ever excels when you watch it, is because you look at it and you think this is ridiculous. And plus now you look back and you're still kind of nostalgic for the time when all this stuff was hitting DVD left and right at Blockbuster and all those old mom and pop places that are probably gone now. Heck, this one come from a mom and pop store. This come from the old Action Video, number no longer in service. Or if you do call it, it's probably a tanning salon, so be warned about that. But that portion of the history connected with this movie is probably why I even find it tolerable, because from an actual movie standpoint and a plot standpoint, it's pretty awful. These characters, they do stupid stuff. I mean, it's basically just they're just banding together and they're trying to survive this onslaught of scarecrows. And there's a body count, but it's nothing too impressive, and the effects aren't nothing that impressive. But at the same time, it's one of those that you can kind of kick back with some popcorn, watch, and laugh at. I mean, I would recommend, if you watch this, to probably get a group of friends, and if you want to get drunk and watch it, that's probably the best way to watch it. But it's one of those things, though, that even though it's bad, it may still be better than the other two. I know it's at least better than Part 2. Part 3, I don't know, maybe a little bit iffy on it, and I wasn't really a fan of Part 3, but this one at least tops 2. So, have any of you guys seen these Dark Harvest movies? I think I paid a full $2 for this. I think I have all 3 movies for a grand total of like $4. And as far as I'm aware, Lionsgate stopped after 3. Maybe they should reboot this one, right? I mean, if you're an independent director out there and you're making a movie with a scarecrow in it, Lionsgate might still be interested in popping that title on it and putting it out there, maybe with the same awful scarecrow that's not actually in the movie. But pros, it's kind of got a nostalgic feel to it. It's still a slasher, and even bad slashers are somewhat amusing. There's some good-looking women in it. Negatives, the plot's ridiculous. The kills kind of suck, and you hate the characters. So if you can balance that out, maybe you can enjoy Dark Harvest, which I would probably give maybe a 1.5 out of 5.